Great, very good, awesome. How many of you have ever cut grass? Yeah, me too. Think about this is cutting grass is what I do, but it's not who I am. As a business owner, as business leaders, oftentimes it can be easy for us to take what we do and allow it to become who we are or our identity, finding our identity in that. But our identity, who we are, is a lot more than our profession. As I prepared for this moment, I thought about all the things a lawn professional could say, right? I went down the path of all the educational things, all the, how to sharpen your blade or how sharp your blade should be, the angle of the blade, the height of cut, the watering schedule to the cut schedule. I went through all these educational things, but at the end of the day, it was all about what we do, and it wasn't who we are, who I am. And I wanted to take a moment today to really let you see who we are as a company, who I am as a person. I want to take this moment to share why mowing is my passion. Actually, I want to tell you though, at the end of the day, it isn't really about mowing that I'm passionate about. It's about the opportunity to serve. What I mean by that is I love cutting grass, but I'm not as passionate about cutting grass as I am about helping people and being a light in the world around me. B&I has really resonated with me personally and with our company, Royal Lawns, because believe it or not, B&I is built on a lot of biblical principles that we align our life and our business with. Today, I want to take a little bit of a different path. I don't really want to talk about services we offer, things like that, because we cut grass. I tell you guys that every week. I could, 30 seconds or less, I can tell you we cut grass. That's all we do. But, I want to tell you, I want to talk a little bit about Giver's Gain. See, in this context, on a weekly basis within this chapter, we understand Giver's Gain as we give referrals, and we know that those referrals are going to come back to us in the end. They're going to return to us. But in reality, Giver's Gain is much more than giving referrals. See, when we seek to serve others without an expectation of what we get from it, our life and our business has more purpose, it has more meaning. I hear all the time, free is bad business. I disagree, at least to an extent. Over the years, my wife Heather and I have come to understand that you can never outgive God. The Bible says it like this in the book of Luke: give and you will receive. Your gift will return to you full, pressed down, shaken together to make room for more, running over and poured into your lap. This is the part that stands out in our life. The amount you give will determine the amount you get back. Because of this, we implemented giving as a core value in our business. See, you want to know about Royal Lawns? We understand that we are only as successful as we are generous. We only reach the level of success that we reach in our generosity. See, we look to serve people. We look to help people. And as counterintuitive as it seems, the more we give away in our business, the more successful we become. I want to give you specific examples. See, early in the season, we added what we call a blessing account, which is a free account, someone free. And what we didn't put together at the moment was we added that free account, and within a week, we added 5 to 10 new accounts that we're paying. A couple weeks go by, a friend of ours is laid off from a job, and he was using our services, and because he was laid off, he tells us that, he's got to cancel service. We tell him, no, you're not canceling service. We're going to continue taking care of your lawn, no charge. Within a week, we have 5 new accounts show up that are paying, and they are more than paying for the one that we took on for free. A couple more weeks go by, and we have one of our customers who has a massive medical bill, literally almost dies, comes back, gets to about 80% health, and then his mother dies, and he has to pay for the funeral. And he has to cancel because he doesn't have the money. We tell him, no, we're going to take care of you the rest of this year. Within just a couple of weeks, we had 5 to 10 more paying accounts. Just about 2 weeks ago, one of my closest friends, him and his wife had their first baby, and we wanted to be a blessing to them, take one thing off their plate right during this new season of life, and we decided, hey, we're going to take care of your lawn for you. Just one less thing you got to worry about. Within the day that we told him that, we picked up 5 new accounts. Every single time we give of ourselves, we find that it comes back to us. It does not return void. Last week, Joseph offered some advice in preparing for this moment, and he asked us to share who we can help. You know, at that time, I was thinking all the educational things. I was thinking, talking specifically about lawns, and so I jotted down anyone with a lawn, right? Because that's who we can help. Homeowner, renter, business owner, it doesn't matter. If they have a lawn, we can help. But today, I actually want to flip that question for you, because for us, it goes deeper than just anyone with a lawn. At Royal Lawns, we're all about people, so I want to ask you, who can we serve? Who do you know who needs help? Who is someone we can serve to take something off their plate, to help them a little bit? Who is someone who's fallen on hard times? As I close, you might think all this is foolish. You might shrug it off and be like, you're giving business away, you're an idiot. But I know in our business that that's just not the case. I want to encourage you today. Find someone that you can give back to. Find someone who could never afford you, who could never repay you, whatever that looks like in your context, and find some way to serve them. It might not come back to you immediately, but trust me, giver's gain is so much bigger than referrals. It will always come back. Why am I passionate about cutting grass? Because it affords me the opportunity to serve people and to be the light.
Stellar job. Thank you. You had everyone's attention, including myself. What verse was that, Luke, that you stated?
I don't have the verse here. Luke 6:38, I believe, off my memory. Okay.
Thank you. I want to share something that I love to give back. I was doing a job out in Troy about 3 months ago where I power washed an entire deck and then staining it. And the deck kind of went down near the garage door, and they had a 7x7 patio that was completely covered in dirt and mold, and I was not there to power wash that. But I took it upon myself to clean it, and she got home and saw it, and she was so amazed. So I went out there to stain the deck, and I didn't do it to get anything in return, but she gave me a $100 tip, which I tried multiple times over and over to refuse, but you know how those people are. So, and I've since then got 3 jobs from her. I do a lot of volunteering for an organization called Angel Arms, that they take in children into foster parents. I painted the entire homes, 2 of them, and I've got multiple jobs just from that, so good work. It pays off.
You like to do other than cut grass?
Play football. Yeah. Well, really any sport. Football and disc golf are probably 1 and 2. So.
I only ask because I know how awesome you are in business. I just wanted to have something personal, so.
Okay, I know we talked about it, but I know you haven't mentioned it in here. If you guys ever have been mowing your lawn, it's really bumpy. Jeff doesn't just cut grass. Do you want to talk on that?
I don't promote this, but we do lawn leveling. We call them lawn rehabs. But we do lawn leveling. Basically, it's where you bring in topsoil and you fill in the ruts and you can bring it all to level and just make it nice and smooth.
Oh, I thought you were catching moles.
I want to take a moment to thank you for sharing a little bit of yourself with us. Actually, you really shared him with us, and I appreciate that. Not enough people do it. But in my profession, I go there and I listen to people's problems. They got broken houses, but I'm really listening to them. And if you'll give them a few minutes, all of us, to their customers, you'll hear a piece of their life just as well as you shared. And I'm not saying this to tap myself on the back or anything, but I prayed with many of my customers because they've had things that they needed laid upon their heart, that they needed to speak to somebody. I ain't like to give myself to that opportunity. So if you're out there and you are a man or woman of faith, listen. You know, there's nothing better, and I don't do it to promote the jobs, and oftentimes I don't get them jobs, and that's fine, because I'm doing his work and not mine. I work for the big boss and not my boss, and I thank you for that. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a client of Jeff. I think I met this one.
Nice.
It's my lawn is cut by.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
All right.